welcome to the first episode of Tech RSA. In this channel, we are basically going to be reviewing products that have to do with tech, like hopefully computers and things like that, but for now we're just going to stick to budget products. Now, this is a 4K camera, action camera. It has a 16 megapixel camera, 4K at 30 frames per second. It has a 170-degree viewing angle. It can take up to a 64 gigabyte memory card, Wi-Fi. So yeah, and it can go 30 meters deep. And I have to say, I think this is a really good budget camera. It is a amazing camera. It can basically shoot at any range. VGA 720. VGA is basically, I think, 480. It can go at 720. It can go at 1080p. It can go 4K. I think there's even a 2K section, well, option that you can choose. And I have to say, I think the boxing is quite nice. It's just my box came a bit broken. Yours probably won't. Now, you're probably thinking that a camera like this, since it has all these features, 60 megapixel camera, 4K action camera that can go under, it's water resistant, you'd think that it would be like, how much do GoPros, like the new Hero 7 goes for around, I think just over $350, or 4,000 to 7,000 rand here in South Africa. This is actually really cheap. I think as what I've seen, you can get this for $65 on Amazon, or here 700 rand. So it's really a bang for your buck. And to check around the contents, you just open it. It comes with a manual that has pictures in it if you're too lazy to read. But I guess at the end, you're going to have to read anyway. It's a very, very nice manual. It's colored. It's one of the best manuals I've seen in a while. Lens cleaner. Now, it comes with all these accessory parts. Like, some of them I don't even know what they are, to be honest with you. This one is for if you want to put on a rod, like a selfie stick kind of thing. This is if you want to put it on a stand, but you don't want it in this case, the water resistant case. You can do this. I try to look online for what some of these things are. Not even on the, it doesn't even say that on the box. It comes with an extra back sheet in case yours breaks, whatever that thing is. It comes with a clip, like for those helmets where you can just clip it on. Also comes with a bunch of straps. More of these, just to add it on extra. And another one of these. It also adds a where you can fasten it on with a very strong cable. Now to the camera itself. The camera itself is really decent. Sometimes, well, I guess it's just because when I checked it out, it was on a crappy computer. Can't really tell the difference between 720 and 1080. But you can definitely tell the difference between 4K. Now, it comes in it's quite a nice sealed container. You can add anything. There's its tripod stand. And yes, I am going to test this out. At the end of the video, you will see like footage of me in the water. You're going to see how it looks when a whale swims. And anyway, yeah, that's a fat people joke, if you guys didn't realize. So it is quite tricky to open it. They made sure that it's sealed on tight. So you have to first get your nails in there. If you don't have nails, you're going to struggle a lot. Okay, you have to first get your nails in there, pull it down, and then lift it up like this on the side, and then release it. And then it opens up with this nice layer of silicone. It has a lot of these protective padding, so that the camera does not get scratched at all. The camera itself is tiny. Like, I have small hands, okay? And like, it's quite small. Okay, it's a lot smaller than the Hero, and yeah, I have to say it makes noise when you switch it on. You can turn that off if you want to. Okay, let me just bring the thing up close so you guys can see how it looks. So here it is. You can't really see there properly. Okay, let's try that. Now, yeah, it's on 4K. I have a memory card that I put in there, 4 gigabytes, so you get about 6 minutes with a 4 gigabyte thing. There's a 16 megapixel camera that you can just take average pictures with. Here's my cousin. And here's the settings. You can go with resolution. See, it has a 4K at 30 FPS, a 2K at 30 FPS, 1080, 720, and then the WVGA. Now, no wait, I wanted, yeah, it's on 4K. Now the exposure, I don't really see the difference between there. Motion detecting is quite nice. Like, you can, like if you want to use this as a security camera, as soon as it picks someone's movement, it will start recording. Now there's just a lot of things you can go. There's the date setup, image size, quality. You can even put on record audio. By the way, this thing's recording audio is horrible. Okay, you can't hear nothing. Anti-shaking, which is nice. There's a white balance, a frequency. There's a screensaver. Rotate. Basically, it has a lot of settings. There's a car mode. This is a Wi-Fi camera, and so that's what the Wi-Fi things are. What's the Wi-Fi name and the password and all that, and the version of it and default settings. Now it goes back to camera, and yeah, so the battery lasts around, well, if it's fully charged, it lasts me, normally if I use it a lot, it lasts me around 4 hours. And it has a 900 milliamp battery, so it's tiny. Let me just open it up. It has quite a weak plastic thing to open up, but hasn't broken yet, and it's in my hands. There we go, 900 milliamp battery. It slots in there, clicks in, and then you just do this. So now getting back to what I was saying over there, if I can just focus, there we go. Then there's just one massive problem with this camera. It is a Wi-Fi camera, and I don't know if I have the wrong one, if I have a default one or something with it, but it's kind of, I wouldn't say it's the best action camera you can get. If you have the money for the Hero 7, I would definitely recommend that, because that is a rocking action camera. It doesn't have any of these cases on it. It's quite nice. But this is, since it's a Wi-Fi camera, you can connect it to your phone and watch videos off of there with a live feed. Unfortunately, with the one I have, it doesn't work. Now, I don't know if it's all of them that have this live feed problem, but mine can't do it. It can't connect. In here it says what website, what app you have to download. There's even a barcode scanning that you have to go to, so you know you have the right app that you're going to use, but it doesn't work. So if yours doesn't work, don't be too surprised about it. But if it does work, then I think it, like, high five to that. Well done, that you got a decent one. But I mean, considering that it is not $300 or around 4,500 rand, I'm wowed that this is just $65. Like, something that has 4K, 16 megapixel camera, water resistant, and I'm quite a clumsy person. I've let this thing drop on a hard cement so many times, yet it has never even shown any damage. So I have to say I recommend it. I think it's a really good camera. Although, like I said, the only problem I've come to it is that it just can't connect. I don't know. I have a good phone, so I can't say it's the phone. But you know what? For luck's sake, I'll say maybe it's my phone that's crap. Or maybe it's this thing. But for this thing's price, you can't expect too much. And it's wowed me already. It is not like other cameras that have a strong build. You can feel that they use very, like, extremely cheap plastic in the build. Except for this outer part. This outer part is probably one of the most expensive parts about this camera. Like, they did a job well done on this. Like, it's strong, it's tough, and it just doesn't want to break. And in case this back panel does break, they give you an extra one. So you know what? I'm really happy with this. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And up next is footage from this thing that I'm going to go take now. There's a swimming pool in my background. And I'm just going to take this off. There is a shirt underneath so you guys won't be scarred for life. And yeah, it's definitely, I think if you guys have around $65 or around 700 South African rands, go for it. Like, I mean, maybe this is the only one with the live footage thing, but then again, with people that get action cameras don't necessarily sit with their phone in their hands while they're busy recording it. Okay, they record it and then they review the footage later on a different device like a computer. So it's not too bad of a bum, but that is the only con that I could find for this, and I give this a high recommendation. So yeah, that's how the video should be. So see you guys in the next video, which is hopefully next week.